fries are a deep-fried American icon. But it was Belgium where potatoes were cooked in oil for the first time, all the way back in 1680. Many believe the term French was introduced by American soldiers who first tasted the fries during World War I. They supposedly called them French as it was the official language of the Belgian army at the time. Americans took to French fries like nobody's business, and today consume over 2 million tons of fries every year, which is enough to wrap completely around the earth. Over 1,000 times. Our search for deep-fried paradise begins in a French fry mecca, New Orleans. With their French heritage, it's only natural that the people of Cajun country have taken to the fry. And at one legendary house of oil, their fries are as much a part of New Orleans culture as jazz and Mardi Gras. Welcome to ACME Oyster House.
We read about ACME Oyster House on the internet, actually. Just looking for cool places to eat in New Orleans, and that was #1.
It's just the New Orleans food. It's good.
ACME Oyster House is a New Orleans landmark dating back over 100 years. And the building it's housed in, just 1 block off Bourbon Street, dates back even earlier than that.
It's a really old building, dates back to the latter part of the 1800s. It was once a French ambassador's townhome, and the back dining room was actually the stable area.
Everything's a little more relaxed in the Big Easy, and you can tell that holds true at the ACME Oyster House when you walk through the door and see the neon sign that reads, "Waitress available sometimes."
The girls would get together and they would decide how much we're going to make today. And let's say that everybody wants to average $200. Well, when they made that $200, that little sign would click on, and those girls were gone for the day. If you wanted food, you got up from the bar and walked over to the kitchen counter, and the cooks made it for you. Yeah, the inmates ran the asylum.
Another part of their culture is down-home Southern comfort food. It starts with local Louisiana oysters, and if you can slurp down 15 dozen of them in 8 minutes, you can become part of the restaurant's decor. And of course, the oysters come deep-fried as well, along with just about everything else on the menu.
It is impossible to sit next to someone with a huge fried soft-shell crab on top of their platter and just not want to reach over and grab a bite.
Anything from Acme's good. Get any sandwich you like here. Shrimp po' boy, oyster po' boy, the oysters Rockefeller, the gumbo, oysters on a half shell, char grilled and fried. Any way you like it.
But the one item on the menu that has truly become an icon in the Big Easy is the fries. Make that boo fries.
Boo fries, guys. Y'all enjoy them.
Takes you back to Sundays with mom's roast beef and mashed potatoes and gravy, so definitely a nice comfort food there.
You got a fork to eat your blue fries, you grab them with your hand.
I'll grab it by hand. All right.
To some, they might just be cheese fries with gravy. But to the people at ACME Oyster, they're a warm plate of deep-fried perfection.
The legacy of the infamous Boo Fry. We had a bartender that worked here, and her nickname was Boo. We had one special customer that we had ordered. He liked the roast beef gravy on top of his fries with melted cheddar cheese on top. He always came in, he always ordered it that way. It got to be a situation where everybody sitting at the bar said, I want one of those. From that point, it became Boo Fries. It entered the menu as a new appetizer, and the tradition has lived on now for about 40 plus years.
It all starts with the potatoes they get specially cut from Cavendish Farms.
It's soaked in a brine solution to give it a salty flavor as well as a very crisp texture once it's fried.
The sizzling hot fries are covered in shredded cheddar cheese, then topped with Acme's special 10-napkin roast beef gravy.
Only in New Orleans can you eat a plate of fries with gravy all over it, like it's Thanksgiving. It's so good.
The reason that the gravy makes the French fries so well is that the flavor of the roast beef juice was incredible. All the seasonings on the roast are never lost. And when you add that on top of those French fries, it makes for an extremely unique dish.
Nothing like a fresh potato with great brown gravy on top of it. It's actually New Orleans tradition.
It's like French fries at a country fried steak.
Even though you may need to put on a bib to eat at ACME, you'll never have to put on airs.
This is the kind of food that you can't be afraid to get messy, and if you are, don't eat it.
Am I the only one using the fork? I am. And the cheese is hard. Oh, come on.
It's so good, it just makes you want to eat the cheese and gravy and just lick it right off the plate.
In New Orleans, you can eat anything you want, any way you want it, darling.